A very good morning, class. Today there is a lecture number 10, which is almost last. We are towards the end of the chapter. Okay, and this chapter 5 is going to be over. So let's start with this, with a quote, and that is, your limitation, it's only your imagination. You think that I can't do this, I cannot do this, like this, that. This is only your imagination. Once you will think of it, surely you will do. But before that, you have to think for that, and you have to push yourself as no one else is going to do so. So this is one. This is the one. This is you only, which will motivate you, which will criticize you to move further, to take a good and bigger step, which will be helpful in your future. Okay, class. So let's start with this. In that video today, we are going to start with this liquefaction of gases and critical phenomenon. Liquefaction of gases, that means we have learned in class in our grade 9th and 10th that the gases can be condensed in liquid, and the liquid can be compressed in solid. Yes. And that is the best example. We can see that the carbon dioxide, which we can see in the gaseous state, as well as that liquid carbon dioxide, where that is in the aerated drink, and solid carbon dioxide also you can see that is called dry ice. So that means because of the space, the intermolecular space, the gases can be compressed and hence it can be liquefied. But this is not the only reason. There are some factors on which it will depend. So today we are going to understand that factors only, that how and when the gases will be liquefied. So let's start with this liquefaction of gases. In that gases can be liquefied by decrease of temperature or increase of pressure, or by combined effect of both. Yes, we have already done this. We know this since class 9th. But what are the hidden factors over there? Some hidden factors are also there. So that hidden factor today we will know. Okay. So in that, however, the effect of temperature is rather more important than pressure. The temperature factor is more important than the pressure. The essential condition for liquefaction of gases were studied by Thomson Andrews in 1869, and he has given a graph between pressure and volume, and for the carbon dioxide, in which he explained all the things, that what is liquefaction and when it will liquefy. Thomas Andrews studied the pressure-volume temperature relation in gaseous and liquid state of carbon dioxide. And he has given a graph like this. This graph looks very complicated, but it is not like that. Just wait and watch. I will make you understand that how it is. He measured the variation of volume of carbon dioxide with the pressure at various temperature and plotted isotherm PV relation for carbon dioxide gases at different temperature. He has plotted graph between pressure and volume at few temperature. One temperature, first temperature, he has taken 13.1. 1 second. This is 13.1, first temperature. Second temperature, he has taken, this graph is like E, starts with E. Okay. Second is A, B, C, D, and that is at 21.5 degree. Third temperature, he has taken at 30.98, which is this is the graph, starts from here and goes up to like this. Okay. This is third. Fourth is on 31.1 degree. This is like B, starting from B and goes to C point over here. And this is at the 50 degree. Okay. So what he concluded over there, Andrews observed that high temperature isotherms look like that an ideal gas, and the gas cannot be liquefied even at very high pressure. He observed this plot and he said that if we go above 50 degree or zyada upar, if we go at high temperature, then it will be like ideal gas, isn't it? Ideal gas, we know that P is inversely proportional to volume, so it will be a curve. So it is getting a curve like this structure. So more likely to be ideal gas at very high temperature. And this experiment only, once he was just doing experiment and he got this temperature 30.98 degree, where at the very first time he observed the liquid carbon dioxide. If we come higher temperature to lower temperature, if we are talking about, okay, so higher temperature to lower temperature, if we coming out, when the temperature decreases and the temperature reaches to 30.98, for the very first time, the carbon dioxide liquid drops can be seen. Yes, this is the. So he has said that this is the first temperature. This is the temperature at the first time that if we come from up to like above temperature to below. So then this is the critical temperature, and at this point the liquid carbon dioxide can be visualized first time. Or this graph can be also studied in different way, like if we increase the temperature. Okay, this is 13.1 degrees temperature, and this is 21.5 degree, and then 30 point. So 30.98 temperature is the maximum temperature if we increase the temperature. Okay, so 30.98 is the maximum temperature when the liquid droplet of carbon dioxide can be seen. After this temperature, whatever the pressure you applied, whatever the high pressure you apply, that gas is not going to be liquefied. I hope it is clear what I am explaining. If we increase the temperature and we reaches to 30.98, this 30.98 degrees Celsius is the temperature, is the highest temperature at which the liquid carbon dioxide can be visualized. After this 30.98 के बाद temperature, कोई भी temperature ले लो, even I'm taking 31.1 degree, whatever the temperature you take, whatever the high pressure, like C, in this case the pressure is C and high pressure, isn't it? So इतना ज़्यादा pressure लगाने के बाद भी that liquid, that carbon dioxide cannot be liquefied. और if we go higher temperature तो बिल्कुल नहीं दिखेगा. Okay. So about the graph, let's study with this graph. If I'm talking about the graph EFGH, that is the 13.1 degrees Celsius. So this is the, what we say, we can say that the liquid carbon dioxide over here. And this is the equilibrium stage where the liquid and vapor both will be exist. That means this is the first time when the carbon dioxide can like started at vaporization. Okay, but as we like in this case E to G, that it remains in the equilibrium, and after G, whatever the high pressure you apply, you can see it is not going to be liquefied. So this is the F point at the very first time the liquid carbon dioxide can be seen as a vapor state. Okay, and this GF will be in the equilibrium of liquid and vapor states. And this is the G point, very first time when the carbon dioxide will be visible in gaseous state. And after that, if I'm whatever the pressure, however the increased pressure I'm applying over there, this gas is not going to be liquefied. Similarly, in this case, A, B, C, D, if you see, this is the first time B at this 21.5 degrees Celsius. This is the B point where the first vapor states of carbon dioxide can be visualized. And during this B to C point, this will remain in the equilibrium state. And this is the C point. For the very first time, you can see that the gaseous carbon dioxide at 21.5 degrees Celsius. And even after this, whatever the pressure you apply, it is not going to show the liquid state. Yes. So after the C point, it is all gas. So in this, whenever we talk about this graph, P, B, X, and then P, X, and D. So this is the X point. For the last time, we can see that the liquid state of carbon dioxide. After this, whatever the pressure you apply, this won't be seen in the liquid state. It all will be gas. I hope it is clear. So this is the last point, and the pressure, if you see that this pressure is 73 atm. This is the pressure, and this is the temperature 30.298 at which this that carbon dioxide will be seen in the liquid state for the last time. After this, it all will be gaseous. Okay, so I hope it is clear. This graph is clear. Let's move to next slide. Now, critical temperature. What is the critical temperature, critical pressure, volume, that we will learn about this. So it is clear that from the figure that at 50 degrees Celsius, if you see that 50 degrees Celsius, the isotherm of CO2, it will be, CO2, not CO. CO2 is very much similar to that of ideal gas. Yes, curved line PV is inversely proportional to volume. So like this. It was observed that at 30.98 degrees Celsius, this temperature to be learned for the carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide remains gas up to 73 atm pressure as shown point X. Okay. At 73 atmospheric pressure, liquid carbon dioxide appear for the first time, and this is the highest temperature at which the liquid carbon dioxide is observed. This is talking about this one. Okay. If we come on this, this is the gaseous state. If we decrease the temperature and we reaches to 30.98, so this is the point X at which it will be seen, the liquid carbon dioxide will be seen for the very first time. Okay, but whenever that critical temperature की अगर हम बात करेंगे, तो this will be the highest temperature. This will be 13.1, 21. This will be the highest temperature at which the liquid carbon dioxide will be visible, will be observed. Above this temperature, it will be gas. Yes. This is called critical temperature. So how you will define the critical temperature? Critical temperature is that temperature is the highest temperature for any gas at which it will be observed in the liquid state. After that, it all will be gaseous state. Yes. Difference between vapor and gas is in terms of critical temperature. A gas can be liquefied below the critical temperature by applying pressure. Okay, like if it is below that critical temperature, we will apply the pressure and that gas can be easily liquefied. But if the gas is above critical temperature, and then whatever the pressure, whatever high pressure you want to apply, you just apply it. It won't be converted into liquid state. Therefore, above the critical temperature, it is a gas, but below the critical temperature, it will be liquid. Okay. Now, thus Andrews concluded that there is a certain temperature above which a gas cannot be liquefied, and that certain temperature above which the gas cannot be liquefied is known as critical temperature. How high a pressure may be applied, whatever the pressure you want to apply. Okay, the gas can be liquefied only below this temperature, and this characteristic temperature is called critical temperature. Critical pressure and critical volume. So about the critical pressure and critical volume kya hai? First I have already explained that critical temperature. So the temperature above which the liquid state of the gas cannot be visualized, that is called critical temperature. And at that time, whatever the pressure is having, that is called critical pressure. So the critical pressure is the minimum pressure required to liquefy the gas at critical temperature. Got it? Or simple way you can say that the pressure at the critical temperature is called critical pressure. For carbon dioxide, we have checked that 73 atm. Yes. Similarly, critical volume. Critical volume will be the volume occupied by 1 mole of the gas at this critical temperature and pressure. Okay. So this is the definition. Let's do it. Now again, the continuity of a state. Let me explain again this point. During the transition from the gas to liquid, there have never been more than one phase present at any time. एक टाइम पे कोई भी दो phases present नहीं होंगे. The process, if changed from gaseous state to liquid state, therefore is regarded as continuous. इसको हम continuous कहते हैं. Okay. Thus, there is a continuity between gaseous and liquid state. To recognize the continuity, the term fluid is below its critical temperature and its pressure and volume lies in the shaded portion in this figure. This is called fluid. That means obviously the liquid is going to be converted into vapor. So it is going to convert, and this exists as a equilibrium condition over there. And this term will be known as fluid. This shaded area, this shaded portion will be termed as fluid. Okay. In this situation, the liquid and the gases are in the equilibrium and the boundary separating two phases is very much visible. This is a visible boundary. We can see that. In absence of such boundaries, there is no fundamental way of distinguishing between two states. अगर कोई boundary state ना हो यहाँ पे, तो there कोई तरीका नहीं है, कोई method नहीं है by which you can distinguish the liquid and gaseous state. What happens at the critical point? Critical point पे होता क्या है? At the critical point, the densities of a substance in the gaseous and liquid state become same. Critical point पे density liquid और gas का density बिल्कुल same हो जाता है, and there is no distinction between the gaseous state and the liquid state at that moment. No second phase is formed irrespective of the pressure. Pressure चाहे मर्जी कुछ भी लगा दे, उसको कुछ भी करे, तो कोई second phase prepare नहीं होता, कोई second phase form नहीं होता. It may be noted that the dense fluid obtained by compressing a gas when its temperature is high than its critical temperature is not a true liquid. ये एक line है that to be learned, that dense fluid, the fluid which is having high density obtained by compressing a gas when its temperature is higher than its critical temperature, that will not be called as a true liquid, but it behaves like a liquid. वो true liquid नहीं होता है, but it will behave like a liquid in many respects, and that it has a similar density and can act as a solvent. It is neither strictly a liquid nor a gas. So this is the point you will learn in higher classes, that there are something which seems as a liquid. वो liquid behave, it doesn't seem like it is not a true liquid, but it behaves like a liquid. Okay. These fluids above critical temperature are called supercritical fluid. इनको हम supercritical fluid कहते हैं. जो above the critical temperature, उनको हम supercritical fluid कहते हैं. Okay. Now, critical constant and van der Waals equations. The critical constant may be expressed in terms of van der Waals constant A and B, and that in terms of A and B, and that is like this. Critical temperature is equal to 8A upon 27 RB. That is the formula to be learned. Okay. Critical temperature is 8A upon 27 RB. A and B are the van der Waals constant. Similarly, critical pressure will be A upon 27 B square. And critical volume will be 3B. So these are the three formula to be learned. Critical temperature 8A upon 27 RB. Critical pressure A upon 27 B square, and VC is equal to, critical volume is equal to 3B. Alternatively, अगर हम इसे करें तो B will be VC upon 3. This statement can be yes. Similarly, A will be considered as, अगर हम A को यहाँ पे करेंगे यहाँ पे, तो we can make it B की जगह पे we can put this value, isn't it? And we'll get this 3PC VC square. Similarly, R is equal to, if I want to put this R, in this case, R will be 8 PCVC upon 3 TC. We can put all this, ये सारा value को अगर हम रख दें यहाँ पे R की जगह, and B की जगह पे ये value, A की जगह पे ये value, तो then what we will get? We'll get like this, 8 PCVC upon 3 TC. Yes? Where R is a constant. So, boil temperature in terms of van der Waals constant is this. These are the formula. Okay, formula TB, boil temperature, can also be mathematically expressed as A upon BR, where A and B are the critical van der Waals constant, and R is the constant. Now, finding van der Waals constant, कैसे हम find करेंगे? It may be noted that it is generally difficult to find critical volume. Accurately हम नहीं find कर सकते. That's why it is better to calculate the A and B from PC and TC only. That means हम B excluded volume हम calculate करते हैं, हम force of attraction calculate करते हैं, exact volume हम calculate नहीं कर सकते. So by using the critical pressure and critical temperature formula, we can find this A and B. So VC is equal to 3 RTC upon 8 PC. We have done previously. Okay. Now B is equal to 1 upon 3. In the previous slide say we have done this. B is equal to 1 by 3, and here VC की जगह पे can I put this 3 RTC upon 8 PC. Now this will be cancelled out, so B will get RTC upon 8 PC. A is equal to, हमने किया था पिछले स्लाइड में, 3 PC VC square. So VC square की जगह पे you can put this value, ये वाली, and you will get this. So it's not important. You are not supposed to learn all this. The main thing is which you have to learn is this previous slide, where like this one. And by using this, you can find A, B, and R. All three you can find. So these are the three formula that is main important and that to be learned. Okay. So like this, and now A is equal to, you get it, 27 RTC square upon 64 pc. So B is equal to and B is equal to RTC upon 8 pc. So A और B हमने यहाँ से निकाल लिया by using this formula. Now some questions based on that topic. The critical temperature and the pressure for NO gas are 177 Kelvin and 64.5 atm respectively. Okay, temperature दिया हुआ है, pressure दिया हुआ है. Calculate van der Waals constant A and B for this gas. So you know the formula. A is equal to TC दिया हुआ है, PC दिया हुआ है, and A is equal to 27 RTC square upon 64 PC. You know the formula. Just put the value and get the answer. Yes, it's already in Kelvin. Temperature is already in Kelvin, so no need to convert this. So already है वहाँ पे. Similarly, B का formula RTC upon 8 PC. So you put the value and get this answer. Yes, I hope it is clear. Unit should be mentioned properly so that marks will not be, otherwise marks will be deducted for that also. Okay, chaliye next question. Calculate the critical temperature of a van der Waals gas for PC is this and B is this. आपको critical temperature निकालना है, PC दिया हुआ है और B दिया हुआ है. So that simple formula you use. TC is equal to 8A upon 27 RB. Out of that A PC is given. PC यहाँ पे जरूरत नहीं है. B is given, you A नहीं पता आपको. So you have to relate this. A is equal to 3 PC VC square. So in this case also like आपको यहाँ पे एक second B is given. Okay, so few points of this is given and PC is given. That means यहाँ का दिया हुआ है. So VC को you can replace. VC is equal to 3B square up. You know that in the last to last slide we have done. So now this will be 27 PCB square. Instead of A we can put this value so that हमारे पास क्या हो जाएगा, सारे cancel हो जाएंगे. PC it is given and B is given and RB, know that. So here TC will be what? 8. A की जगह पे we can put this 27 PCB square upon 27 RB. So now this will be cancelled and you will get that 8 PCB upon R. It's not easy to learn because if you learn all the things, it will be like very hodgepodge in that case. So it's better to learn the 3 formula, beginning one, and correlate with this. Okay. So now PC is given, B is given. Just put the value and get the answer. Hope it is clear. Now the next thing is critical temperature of ammonia and carbon dioxide are this and this respectively. Ammonia 405.5 and carbon dioxide 304.10. Which of these gases will liquefy first when you start cooling from 500 Kelvin? Agar 500 Kelvin se the temperature is 500 Kelvin and I'm going to decrease the temperature. Okay, so which will first liquefy? This is quite clear that 500 के बाद पहले आएगा 405 and then the 405 and then it will come 304, isn't it? And then it will reach to 304. Yes. So if we like cools this, first it will reach to 405. So that the gas whose critical temperature is 405 will be like liquefy first, isn't it? So obviously the ammonia gas will be liquefy first. Ammonia will liquefy first because its critical temperature will be reached first. Liquefaction of carbon dioxide will require more and more cooling than ammonia. I hope it is clear. So that's all about that today's video. Next video, that will be the last video and of this chapter, and in that we will understand about the liquid state and their properties and some characteristic properties of liquid state also. Okay, so that will be in the next video. Till then, thank you class, enjoy your study, make short notes and do the numerical by your own. Thank you.